Before we start, I'd just like to pass along my congrats to Coach Herdman and the Canadian men's soccer team. It's been fun to watch that group. You know, their competitive spirit and how they've competed for each other and for their country throughout this, as I've watched, has been something to behold, to watch it. So to see them get rewarded and clinch a spot in the World Cup has been outstanding. I think with the accomplishments of the women's program and now the men, soccer's firmly entrenched here in Canada. So it's been fun to watch that. So congrats to them.
Were you much of a soccer fan growing up, or did you play soccer?
I played soccer, yeah, all the way up until hockey kind of took over. I became a one-sport guy, but yeah, I played soccer competitively all the way till I think I was about 14 or so, something like that. It's always been a fan for sure, and like I said, I'm a fan of teams and coaches, and anytime I've turned my TV on or watched the highlights, like the spirit of that group is really evident in how they come together and they're competing for one another and for their country, and they're on a mission, and that's really evident in how they perform together. So it was great to see them get rewarded, and what an atmosphere there at BMO Field today.
What made it work for your team? What made it work for your team defensively, Sheldon? It's the group is prolific as the
Yeah, I think we just remained committed to it all the way right from the start of the game. You know, we made a mistake on the first goal for sure there, but I mean that's the most dangerous team in the league, maybe save for Colorado on the rush, and I didn't think we gave up really anything on the rush today. So it was a huge challenge for our team to do that, and we stuck with that all the way through. So when you do that, you know, you're playing against, you know, the top offensive team in the NHL. You've taken away a lot of their weapons right there, and that gave us a chance. Obviously, the start was huge today. We also were a leg up in the game all the way throughout, not unlike Montreal last night. But obviously, we finished it all the way through with outstanding performance on special teams, great goaltending. A good third period where we didn't give up a ton, and then we scored to extend our lead, you know, and then, you know, do a good job of hanging on there in the 6-on-5. So great effort, good win from our team.
What do you never worry about John Tavares, the effort he brings, the offense that he brings, but first 2-goal game in some time, is it rewarding for him, for you to see that happen for him?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I think he was really good tonight in all facets of the game. But for him to find 2 pucks there right around the net, and he's as good as anyone in hockey, below the hash marks in the slot there. So for him to get those pucks there and make good on them was great. 2 great plays by Mitch also. The first one, just to deliver that puck there and get it to the net, and it was a rebound, and then great vision to make that play and find him on the backside. So great plays by Mitch, great finishes by John, and it, like I said, he was great in all facets of the game today. So to get rewarded on the power play was really good.
What does this week and this night say about Peter? 6 days ago, this guy's on waivers.
Shows that he's a battler, that he competes, he believes in himself. He was outstanding again tonight. That's 2 in a row now that he's looked like the goalie that he is, you know, and that he has been through his career. So that's great. He's bounced back and responded well to adversity here. That is just a terrific sign and a testament to his character.
It's just the fastest leap ever to 300 assists. You spoke to the plays he made tonight. How would you describe the way he's able to pass the puck?
Special. Yeah, I mean, he's a difference maker for sure. He makes everybody better around him. Yeah, terrific accomplishment. Obviously, there's been a lot of great players that have worn the blue and white. Accomplishment like that, and to do it in such convincing fashion speaks to the abilities that he has.
Do you feel Nylander responded to his performance on Saturday? You know, different line, everything.
Yeah, I thought Willie was good today. I thought he worked. I thought he was on the puck. I thought, you know, he had some chances and made some plays. I had no issues with Willie's game today.
Mikheyev there in the second line role, when he finishes like the way he did tonight, what does that do for, I guess, the spread offense?
Yeah, I like the way the lines went today, just with the setup. You know, it wasn't, obviously we made these changes last night. It wasn't necessarily because of we're playing Florida, but I did like how it shaped up. We talked about that before the game. Just, you know, there are 3 lines that can really score, and a 4th line that is, you know, is hard on you. Obviously, their fourth line got a goal tonight. So the way it was spread out worked well for us, I thought, just in terms of having both offensive and defensive presence on every line. You know, guys that I trust defensively, guys that can make a difference offensively. So it was really good that way. And then I think that just allowed our structure to get into place and get to the point that, you know, especially with the top three lines, that it was just lots of confidence, just roll them, not too concerned about matchups. And I like that, but certainly it's a big goal by Mickey. He's making good on these breakaways here now. This is a good development for him and for us. So his confidence is high. Another one today, he uses his speed to take it across and go around the goaltender. Yeah, like I said, he looks real confident. Another big time play by Mitch to find him there coming late, and Mickey's effort and speed to he wins the race, beats Barkov up the rink, and gets into that spot. It's great.
When coaches talk about a defenseman with a good stick, is Murphy or down on the role model for that? The play just comes to him and it's off, it's gone.
Yeah, those are little details that, you know, I maybe didn't have a great appreciation for, having, you know, not coached him. But you just see how many plays he breaks up. And then you also just see how good he is around our net. And then it comes around our net, he's either boxing out people and eliminating them from the play, or he's getting a stick on stuff and putting it out to safety. And he's just been great. And the way that he's come in here now, and to me, it's no coincidence that the 3 games that he's been here have been 3 of the lowest chances that we've given up. And part of that is what he does when he's on the ice, but also part of that is just the way that everything's slotted now, shift over shift. You know, the chances and the momentum, the other team's it's not building, it's not compounding, because we're killing a lot more plays before they really develop. And I think the extra depth that we've had on defense and Mark's presence, it's been great.
And the opponent has the goalie pulled at the end of the game. Do you prefer the guys to gain the red line, or are you fine with them taking shots at the empty net? Like, what do you prefer?
Depends on the situation. We'd love them to gain the red line. It's tough to gain the red line, especially when you're tired. Back pressure's coming, all those kind of things. There's maybe some of those for sure we need to get out over the blue line. You know, times we were tired, their feet weren't moving, and we're trying to make tight plays. Or I'd like to see that just get out over the line, make them have to at least regroup. But generally speaking, if they've got a clear lane to the net and no path to get the red line, I want them to take the shot. You know, I mean, John took one attempt today, did miss by a bit. Austin's attempt really late, but those are good examples to me of it's a clear path to the net. These are NHL players, and especially the very best ones. You trust them to take that shot. And if it doesn't work out, it's a face-off. We'll reset and settle down. But for certain, we want to make sure it gets out over our line. That's the priority. And then, you know, if you're under pressure and you can't quite get the red line, we want you to advance it, not force the shot in that situation, and try to put the puck to a safe place.
Has that attitude changed over time? It used to go back to the coaches would yell at players who shot, you know,
Yeah, it has. Yeah, for sure. I mean, what I played, you never took that shot. But I think it's a combination of just maybe stats and data and stuff like that, and you know that the face-off back in your own end isn't the end of the world. You know, versus where if you don't take the shot, you might turn it over on your half of the ice, and then you get even more tired, and at least the face-off is a chance to breathe a little bit. I think there's just a little more recognition of that, but we've had a few of these games here now where we can do a better job of those decisions, whether when to take the shot, when not to, when to just advance the puck and get over lines and set up structure. Wasn't perfect today, but Austin's shot was pretty smooth at the end there.
Is it a difference of a 1-goal lead or a 2-goal lead in those situations?
Yeah, that's a good point for sure. Everything's easier with a 2-goal lead.
John said that Mitch pretty much called that second goal of his, like told him that was going to be open. Did you feel like the way the first goal played out on the power play kind of set that up?
It's a fair statement. I hadn't thought of it that way, but I think that's fair. You know, when you present the question like that, and that's what comes from Mitch being a shot threat. You know, he comes down and he's decisive. He shoots the puck, delivers it to the net. And we've talked a lot to our flank shooters, and including Austin. At times, you're not going to score on that shot, and it's okay to even have that mindset that you're not shooting it to even score. You're just shooting it. It's almost like a pass off the goalie, because teams are flexing out so hard on us now, especially on Austin. It's really hard to get a dangerous shot that's going to be a threat to actually score, but we've got really dangerous people around the net as well with John and Will in there. So if more we can get it there, great. So yeah, I certainly think when Mitch is willing to deliver it, they need to flex out and block. They need to be a presence there. And he found the rebound in the first one. I haven't watched it back too closely on the second one to see what happened, but no surprise that John would recognize that and communicate, and that's what we want from our players. Like, they're out there, they see it, they're seeing seams and angles and things that we're not quite seeing from the bench, and we might see it a little bit differently. Those guys need to take charge. I mean, they've played a long time and they've seen a lot of those scenarios. So if that's what happened, good on them, and great to see them get rewarded.